Hello and welcome or welcome back to Biralo Bay. So in today's episode, our main focus is going to be on beautifying our residential, really all of our areas except for our industry areas. We focused on industry last time. We're not going to worry too much about that this time. We're going to be focusing on the other areas of our little community here today and making sure everything is pretty, and we're going to build a nice city park in there and hopefully upgrade the roads and all of that fun stuff. But first things first, you might notice we have no money. You might have also noticed last episode, I put some policies into place in a bunch of neighborhoods that I thought would be great to have. And it turns out they're costing us way too much money. Like way too much money. So instead of having those into place now, we'll save them for later. For now, I think we need to get rid of them, and my policy window is broken. I don't know where it is, but I think I can just erase the districts, I'm hoping, and that should fix our problem. Yes, away with you. Policies are gone. Perfect. All right. Oh, maybe that fixed the problem, actually, because I can see the names now. No, it didn't. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that, but it doesn't matter because we don't want any districts right now. At least not ones with policies attached to them. So let's just get rid of these. I'm going to leave the ones that are on our industry area because, I don't know, I think those kind of cancel themselves out. Like, I don't know if they count towards that total being spent. So this one has a recycling policy. I mean, we do have the recycling centers in there. It would be nice for them to be more efficient. Let's try to leave that, see how much it costs. So if I just play this now, I'm hoping our budget here will change. For the next week. It didn't go down very much. Okay, yeah, it is going down. I think it just takes a little while to rebalance. Yes, going down, going down, going down. And we're almost at a surplus. There we go. All right, we're actually making money now. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, we're going all the way down to hardly anything. That's good. Okay. That is plenty. $500 for that plastic recycling, I think, is good enough. All right, so now that we have a little bit of money flowing in, let's get into making these neighborhoods look a little bit better. So I think I don't really want to start with the large park. I think I want to warm up a little bit for the large park. I'm wondering if maybe we should start with this neighborhood. So, I mean, it is just kind of a dense residential neighborhood for the most part, but there's a little bit of space in here. Like, I think we have a one zone space kind of behind each of these areas that we could maybe throw in, a path, like a walkway, like kind of like a back alley situation. There's a bunch of these little spaces here. We can throw in some tiny parks that people can enjoy. That's kind of what I'm going for. So let's see. Should we actually are making pretty good money. I think it's worth it at this point to upgrade these roads. So let's upgrade all of these to just normal roads. I don't think we want anything fancy like tree roads in here, or even, not even grass. I think a normal road with like sidewalks is going to be totally fine for this area. Okay, there we go. That's already looking a little bit better there. Now, is that actually, okay, this one doesn't have a space in the middle. That's kind of interesting. That should be totally fine. Okay, so what I want to do, let's see. We've got pedestrian areas. We have paths in here. What was it in? It's in it's in landscaping. So let's see. We could do just a pavement path. We can do a park path. We can do red paths. I don't really want to do the gravel. I think for an alleyway, it makes sense to have them paved. So I'm just wondering, can I place it? Yeah, I can place it right in the middle here. And it doesn't disturb any of the houses until we get to there. That's not too bad, a little walkway. And then what I was thinking was we would make it kind of cut through. I know we have it cutting through these ones. I don't know why I didn't leave the space here, but maybe I will anyway. Actually, are any of these wider? No, they're all one wide. Okay. I guess we can fill in the other areas. Or do we have any kind of do we have any like too wide parks, I'm wondering? Like little, I can always make it. You could like, I could probably get the pathway to go in the center and then add a few trees on either side. I just wonder if there's anything pre-made for that. Oh no, it doesn't really look like anything has quite what I'm looking for. So let me try a couple things. We'll try doing a path maybe on, because that's going to take out the house. Okay, stop snapping. We could do 2 paths with like trees in the middle, or we could just do a path, I think a path down the center with trees on either side could be good. Yeah, I think that works good enough. Just kind of a little extra sidewalk going all the way through here. So I'm going to continue that all the way down. Actually, wait, let's first see. We got one little street light there. That's not too bad. Let's take a look at some trees. See what we could, oh gosh, I'm on the forest brush. Let's go back to a single tree. What could look good just going in? Okay, we have it on normal speed, good. They're kind of nice, but I don't know if you would normally have a tree like that. What's this one? Sugar maple. Looking for kind of something a little bit more ornamental. Yes, the young linden. That will work absolutely perfectly for what I'm thinking. So let's make it easy. We'll do a line. Like that, and then we can just do the same thing over here. And actually, we could just continue this all the way down here. It won't place them on the road, so it'll work quite well. All right, I'm going to, and yeah, I mean, it's simple, but at least it's a little bit better than a little bit better than nothing on either side of the pathway there. So I'm actually going to get rid of this right now because I want to make the path going the other direction too. So let's grab, yeah, we'll have to do, I don't quite want that to snap like that. I just want this to go down the center. At least to there. So in theory, I mean, I don't know if people are actually going to use this like in game because they have to go, I don't know if they can go in from the like backside of their houses. It's probably worth getting rid of these kind of weird corner houses and bringing this all the way through, but we'll see for now. Yeah, that didn't quite work out. In the center. I was doing my best to be centered here, I think. All right, I think that works perfectly fine. I'll add the trees on either side here, back again, and that is the young linden. Just go from there to there. 2 trees. I wonder if we can I increase the density of this brush? Oh yeah, okay, you can go into toggle control panel and increase or decrease, I suppose, the spacing. So if I made it 5 meters, oops, I didn't mean to click before making it 5 meters. Yeah, okay, that looks way better. All right, I'm just going to finish pathing out this whole area and then show you what it looks like after. All right, there we go. We've got a cute little tree-lined walking path. Looks like a bunch of people are already using it, which is great. Now, let's look at what we want to do next up here. Oh gosh, the lighting is very strange. I should almost say turn off the day-night cycle while I'm while I'm working on stuff. I don't know why it goes like that. But anyway. All right, so yeah, neighborhood, pretty straightforward, pretty densely packed. Our community overall is small right now, so I guess it kind of makes sense to have them a bit packed. Oh, we can place, I didn't realize these were gonna go over top of the pathways. Did they do that always? Oh, okay, I guess I only have a couple of spots. I need to delete a couple of trees. I didn't think they would block those pathways, but apparently they will. There we go, that's good enough. Oh no, that one too. There we go, much better. All right, so next, let's take a look at where we have our next like gap. We have houses, 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 lots and lots of suburbia going on over here. We've got a bit of commercial, so yeah, we've got lots of parking here, which is totally fine. Commercial starts here. We've got a little bit of space right here. We could do some landscaping beside the clinic. I do think it might be a good idea to do all of our medical for this area, like right here. So since we do have a bunch of money now, I want to place the other medical centers. Not the hospital yet, but at least a child health center and the elder care. I'm thinking we can have kind of a full little campus of healthcare over here, something like that. And then we can do, yeah, oh no, I want to go back to health. There we go. Let's do the elder care. And this one's a big building. Wow. Okay. I guess because this is a care home, I think, right? Is that kind of the idea? Healthcare facility offering treatment targeted to the elderly. Increase health benefit. Expands. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't even fit, like, width-wise in our blocks on this side. That's too bad. Oh, we could put it over here. Oh, that's getting very close to our, like, tourist and leisure area. Or maybe not too close. Which is, okay, or we can put it on the main drag here. Because I think we still have, yeah, we can, yeah, it would fit fine on this street here. Yeah, I think that's maybe worth it. Let's just throw it in. We have something else there, obviously. Let's just throw it right in the middle here. There we go. Drive down the street and we've got a nice senior home going up right there. Maybe we'll eventually make that like a proper, make like a little senior neighborhood maybe somewhere. Kind of surround this with proper buildings and some walking facilities and everything. But I don't really know that we have the space for that in this neighborhood in particular. So we'll just leave that at that for now. All right, next. I don't love how all these houses are like on dead grass. I find that really strange that it changes the ground underneath them. It doesn't really look great, but I guess it is what it is. I'm not really sure if I can change. I'm not really sure that I can change that. So let's take a look over here. So this street back here is also, this is all residential, which is great. But we do have a little bit of space right here. So what is this? Just a commercial building? Okay, and it's actually a pharmacy right by our healthcare center, so that's awesome. That's perfect. So let's leave that there, and then what we can do is make a little tiny park in here. Yeah, paint park area, and then yeah, we'll have some entrances for our park area here too. So let's do something like that, so we can have 2 entrances. Or 3 entrances maybe, just for our small park here. Let's put in a small main gate. This one can be a, yeah, small park main gate. Put that right there. Oh, and of course we get some other, oh yeah, because this is our first park that we've made. So we get a bunch of park stuff unlocked, which is awesome. Unfortunately, this is not going to be a super fancy park, but I think that's okay. Ooh, actually, is there, what's the nature reserve small? Is the small park gate the same for this park? Oh yeah, this is just a way bigger parking lot. Okay, that's not really what I'm looking for. I was wondering if maybe there was one with a without this cement path, but I guess we could put the cement path through. That's okay. All right, so let's put another couple of gates going on. Side gate. Do a side gate here and a side gate on the corner here. Can I put one on the corner? Oh, maybe, well, actually it would be nice if I could. I wonder if I can move this with the move it tool. Yeah, it'll connect there. Looks kind of, the road connects really strangely on these corners, but would like or something like that. Sure, that doesn't look too bad. Got a couple houses here backing onto the park, which is nice. Got this other tiny house right behind the pharmacy. I think I might get rid of some of the ones like this that just look completely out of place. Like, why is there a house here? I don't know. But it doesn't really fit. Having a couple other houses like right by the area here isn't so bad, but oh, why can't I zone these two? I see the problem. You know what? Let's just clear... We'll leave these houses. They can back onto the park, but the rest of these, I think, we'll just expand this park area to meet the corners here. So I guess you don't really need to use the gates to even enter the park, but they'll be our pathways anyway. I mean, yeah. In this game, I think they will only use the pathways. So let's put this one there. Perfect. And then park path. Maybe a tree-lined park path. Sure, there we go. Add a few extra trees in there just for fun. I think I don't want to fence off this park. That doesn't really make sense. This kind of makes more sense as just like something that you would have just like a green space on the corner, which basically means we wouldn't need this many gates in reality, but we'll use the gates because we can make a tiny bit of money by people walking through here, which is useful in the game. Not super realistic, but very useful in the game. Now what trees are those? Actually, I don't think it matters what trees those are. I'm just going to place a few other trees. That actually might be the same tree. It's hard to tell. But I'm going to place a few other trees in here. Doesn't have to be anything special. There we go, something like that, just to have a little bit of a green space. Let's also add in a couple of benches just to have. And I think is there just the one light in here? We definitely need more lights. All right, there we go. Nothing too exciting, just a 1-star park, but gives everybody a chance to walk through a little bit of greenery as they're going through the area here. Do we have any other little spaces like that we can zhuzh up a little bit here? It looks like it. So we have a tiny little area here that I don't know if I would make it. I mean, what could we, do we have the option to put in? I'm actually wondering. No, this is kind of right in everybody's backyards. I think what would make more sense, we will make this a park area technically, because that gives us so much good stuff in this game. So I don't see why not. But really it's just gonna be a little city green space. So let's throw in a gate on the side there. I will throw in some fences on this one, just to, less so for fencing in the park and more for fencing in everyone's yards. They have very small yards because they do back onto the park, but they don't want people coming into their yards, obviously, from the park. So let's just do that. There we go. I think that'll help a little bit there, defines the park a little bit. And then just because we have this ugly path that comes from the entryway and we don't really have an option to get rid of that, I'm just going to bring it all the way into here. And then we can maybe throw in a couple of trees and some, yeah, not an actual park, but we can throw in a couple of trees of just, you know, the green variety. And just a couple of extra benches, maybe a chess bench or two, just out in the green here, so that we can sit and play games. All right, there we go. Easy enough. We definitely won't get any higher than level 1, but at least we have another little park here. I don't love that we have to use these gates, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't think it's so bad. At least we got our little green space. And actually, do we have... Okay, yeah, we gotta make this like $1 maybe, just to keep up with maintenance. We'll call it like a tax. A park tax. Same with this one. Nobody's paying $10 just to go into this tiny park. There we go. Let's see if that makes them a little bit more used. And all right, we've got a couple more green spaces here, and then we've got this kind of much larger green space back here that obviously needs to be leveled out a bit. Let me see if I can level that out a bit better. I don't know if these buildings are on a... I don't think those buildings are on a slope. I think this is all just kind of a little bit messed up. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I guess since that is kind of sloped down from this side, it just kind of got a little bit wonky. Maybe this one won't have a path or anything through it. It'll just be a line of, like a tree line to block the houses from the commercial. I think that'll be, yeah, this is obviously much lower. Okay, yeah, that'll be totally fine. And then in here, we've got the cliffside anyway, kind of blocking that area. So we can't really do much, if anything at all here. We could do another little something here. I could actually throw in one of the pre-made parks onto the corner there. Wouldn't be such a terrible idea. Let's see what we have for options there. I know they're not super, most of them aren't super nice. And I actually don't know if there's anything small enough to go here. Oh, what is this? Japanese garden. Oh, it's kind of a touristy thing. Actually, that wouldn't be so bad there. Or a tropical garden. You know what? We can put this here and then maybe I'll just landscape a little bit around it to make it look less completely out of place. Sure, yeah, that doesn't... No, I'm going to move it and then I'm going to fix the ground before replacing it here. Okay, I think that helped a little bit. I think it's still in place so that people can actually use it. We'll have to see. Hopefully we get a visitor. But I wonder if... I wish I could put it more like kitty corner. Yeah, see, somebody walked in. Are they in there? We have a visitor. Like, something about this game that I've always kind of wondered is if I were to move this and I were to make it like not parallel to the road. Let's see if I could kind of find a good angle in here where it doesn't clip the building. Actually, what even is this building? I'm gonna get rid of this building. There we go. Okay. Now I think we can find a better way. But yeah, what I was thinking was if we could make this like something like this, and then just have like a path going in there, I think it would be so much more realistic. Like, you don't always have these kind of things right along the roadside. But I know in this game you need a lot of, like, most things to be right along the roadside. Let's see. Yeah, like, we kind of matched with the sidewalk here. Sure. It's a little wonky, but... Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting visitors. There's people hanging out in here. Perfect, and then I can just, I can fill in right in front here with a few other of the cherry trees that are inside. All right, there we go. I'm no landscape expert, but I think that works quite well, and we've got lots of visitors as well, so that's awesome. And then I'm gonna fill in, yeah, I'll fill in the rest of the areas around here, and I will fill this in with greenery, and then make 2 more of our tiny little mini parks in these 2 corners. And then I think, actually, one more thing I want to do is add the pathways through here too. So something just like from here to our park maybe, and then same thing for here to our park. And then we'll see if we can, did that connect there? I don't know, hopefully people aren't gonna start walking through that house. And then that way we have kind of 2 entrances for this park area, these park areas as well. So I'll leave those off camera because they're not going to be much more exciting than those, but I will show them to you when they're done. All right, here we go. It's already shaping up to be a much nicer neighborhood now, if I do say so myself. We've got quite a few parks going on, some nice greenery, and all of that fun stuff. So I think this is going to be much better to work with. Moving right along down here, I think the next thing that I want to do is work on our beachfront. So, oops, like a little bit there. So this is our tourist. I'm pretty sure I made this a tourist district. Let's see. Oh, actually, maybe I didn't make this one yet. Okay. So I thought I did, but I guess not. I want this line here to be tourism. So essentially I want to line this street right here with some hotels and that kind of stuff. And then I want this one here backing onto the park. Oops, nope, I don't want it to be the same one though. Yeah, let's see if I can do that and then come from this side. No, don't connect. Oh, it's gonna be tricky. I have done something similar to this before, so I know I can make it work. Okay, there we go. I don't think those are connecting. I think that's two different districts now. Something like that. Oh, shoot, that messed it up. Okay. This is sure it's quite finicky. Okay. Oh boy, what is happening? Okay, no, this isn't working. Darn, I thought we could do like one side. Maybe if I move it way over here and just kind of touch these buildings. And then way over here. Okay, yeah, this is looking a little bit better already. Oh, this is getting really strange. I thought I could do this and just make the two different sides of the street a little bit different here. Okay, maybe that did work. Briarwood Hills. Okay. Maybe that worked. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm thinking, yeah, so let's go into this one and we'll go tourism specialization for, oh yeah, see, it's broken. That's really interesting. Maybe I'll just be a little bit more careful. Try to get these guys. Oh, why? How do I make this work? I swear I've done this before in a game. And it didn't give me this much trouble, but... oh well, maybe we'll just leave it for now. And then we'll worry about that afterwards. First thing I want to do is make a pedestrian area. And I want to make it this whole beach, essentially. So all of this area here after the hotels is going to be walking only. So let's just we'll put the service access point like here. Oops, let's just make that one. See, this one lets me make multiple. And then we'll do that for now. Maybe we'll make it come all the way down. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just make it come all the way down? I don't see why not. There we go. And that way we can have a whole bunch of cool beach stuff that you obviously can't drive to. You'll have to park along the main street here to get to the beach. Or maybe even I'll do, let me upgrade some of these roads first. So, yeah, this road in the center here, let's do this one. This one's going to be a larger road. Which road had I used over here? We'll use the same one. Upgrade this all the way through. If it has to rearrange some of our stuff, that's totally fine. And then we'll do normal roads here. Do these ones have, yeah, these ones have parking spaces, okay. So that's totally fine. Maybe I'll even make the ones on the more residential streets not have parking spaces, but we'll see. So if we do that, and then what if we brought it out a little bit more just to do, kind of like, sort of like a parking access. Like obviously we're not doing actual parking, but we could just do something like this just to make it kind of look like it gives us the opportunity to, you know, come in, park, and then use the beach. I think that could work quite well. All right, there we go. I just turned off the day-night cycle so we can actually see what we're doing a little bit better. First things first, I want to smooth out this like landscaping a little bit. So let's see what we can do about that. I think we can do slope terrain, pick up here as the height and just kind of, oh gosh, what is that? Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, let's do a way less strong brush for this one. All the way down. There we go, that's more what I'm looking for. Just to get rid of this like sharp edge here and make it look a little bit more like a normal sandy beach. All right, there we go. Not perfect, but it definitely looks a little bit better, I would say. A little bit of weird shadowing and stuff over here, but that's all right. I think that'll do just fine. And let's maybe do a little bit more smoothing just to get this a little bit less steep. There, kind of pull out. I feel like if you just, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you just kind of pull, the idea is to get the contour lines kind of further apart from each other, and then it doesn't look as steep. All right, there we go. There, that should be good. Now, let's look at our pedestrian area paths. So if we go in here, we can do pedestrian areas. We've made this big pedestrian area already. Let's throw in the, this building. I'm wondering, can I not put it sideways here? Oh, I can. That's perfect. Okay. Squeezes it right there very nicely and doesn't really mess up our, our beach at all. We don't really want any concrete on the beach if we can help it. And then, what do we got for pathways? So we've got kind of our park path. Wouldn't be a terrible thing to have like a nice big path right along the edge of the beach. And I think because we need to put roads in. Yeah, tourism and leisure. This needs to be attached to not a road, just a shoreline. Okay, that's interesting. All right, maybe we'll set up a few of these first then, and then see afterwards what else we need. Yeah, see, this one must be placed roadside. This one probably will need a road for it as well, but let's, where's my leisure? I don't want to view that. Okay, well, let's put it here anyway, and then we can use the move it tool to like move it around a bit if we need to afterwards. But I think we'll busy up this area with a lot of the tourist stuff. So that one was the fishing pier, which makes sense if we go over to the fishing area. Let's do a fishing boat tour here and a jet ski rental. It can all be kind of, this is the pier area. I think maybe we'll save the marina for the other side where it's more residential and less touristy. Let's put in a restaurant on a pier, and then we'll do volleyball afterwards. And that's it. Then we just have some beach volleyball. So that's perfect. We'll get a nice little, good little pedestrian thing going on here. So what do we have for pathways that match these? Now, I think this one kind of looks like it might match. Okay, I think I don't mind this sandstone one. I think this will do just fine. So if we bring this all the way across. Okay, yeah, I think the best bet here is going to be to bring this up and make it kind of be a seaside, kind of like a cliffside, and then we can put in the quay wall in here as well, maybe. No, it's in this one here, the water structures. So, yeah, use quays to give the waterfront a nice finish. They're concrete walls built on the shore to even out terrain differences and allow for zoning near water. So let's throw this in. All right, there we go. So we've got our wall now, and then we can throw these over here much easier now. Perfect. And then I think that lets us put pathways significantly easier right up against here. All right, there we go. Now I think these are considered having access. Let's bring in our water and stuff just to make sure. Looks a little bit strange, but maybe once we build some beach volleyball courts up here, it'll it'll get rid of the, we won't have to put the power lines in there. But I think that should be pretty much good. No road access. We need to expand the road out a bit, but I first wanted to fix the landscaping here a little bit. There we go. That should make it a little bit easier to continue our pathway. We'll go straight to the edge here, and then I think it'd be worth to start just curving off to here. I think that could work quite well. Let's just make it straight off of the edge here. There we go, something like that. It kind of is strange to have something like this on a beach. I'm not really sure. I mean, we need to have a street though. We need to have a street for these piers. So I'm not really sure if there's any other way, better way to do this. So I guess that's okay. It'll have to do. And then what we can do is we can just put the beach volleyball courts right on the other side of the street. That way, they're usable. So let's take a look. Tourism and leisure. Do some beach volleyball. We'll throw in a few here, just side by side. There we go. Oh yeah, see, these are paved. Interesting thing to have on a beach. Well, we paved a small part of the street of the beach. The rest of it, I think, will be maybe a little bit more natural, hopefully. I think what we can do is make... Yeah, so it's a pedestrian area. Can we make it a park on top of a pedestrian area? Oh, okay, it is a park area. A pedestrian area is a park area. Okay. No, that totally makes sense. All right. That should be totally fine. Look at that. We've got everybody bringing their bikes down here already. How fun. Okay. Perfect. Okay. You know what? That's not so bad. I don't love it. I don't love the look of it, but I think we can deal with it. Honestly, what would probably, yeah, I don't know. There's not really much else we could do about it. I will do a little bit, try to soften out the landscape a little bit more. Maybe, what is this? Level terrain. I'll try to like pull it up a little bit next to the water here. There we go, just to even that out a bit. There, that's a little bit nicer, I think. I do kind of want to hide the end of the wall. Can I pull, maybe I can pull up some ground here. Yeah, there we go. Just sort of let it end a little bit more naturally there. Push it in that way. And then I kind of did the same thing on this side, so there we go. We've got our first little beach tourism area. Lots of people playing volleyball and all of that fun stuff, so that's awesome. I didn't exactly know what my vision was coming into this, but I just feel like this really wasn't it. What I would like to do is pull this so that it's coming directly from over here instead of over here, and then I can move the service access point over. So let's try that. We'll go to tourism and leisure, or no, pedestrian access, pedestrian roads, and then I'm gonna just take out like these buildings here, I think. There we go. Do that. Delete this path. And then we can move the access building as well. We can put it right there. That way it is still right kind of where you would expect it to be for a pedestrian area, but lets everybody wander down. The path looks not too steep. And we're not taking up the whole beach with, with this weird little pedestrian situation that we have going on. So I'm gonna delete that. I think the power's probably good now. Yep, perfect. And then I want to bring my path up here. Just kind of similar to the other one, 2 over, I guess. And then straight to the street. There we go. That one's a little bit steeper, but I think that's okay. And of course, it's kind of messed up our ground a little bit here too, but it is what it is, I think. I don't know that we're going to get much luck in terms of getting this successfully smoothed out. Oh, I did not mean to put an actual road down there. Hold up. That's not what we were going for. We were going for the pedestrian road. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Perfect. All right, and let's go back to doing our district. So we'll do... Actually, my pedestrian area is way too big. Let's cut that back. Oh, and I messed up my park. Oh boy. Not in pedestrian area. Oh, but it's on a pedestrian road. Okay. Why isn't it in the pedestrian area though? Okay, I see the problem. Well, we just got to be a little bit more careful with our placement, I guess. Let's bring that up here so those 2 streets at least are on there, or those 2 buildings aren't in the pedestrian area. But these ones are not necessarily. And then let's do a district here for tourism. Basically this whole row here. There we go. And we can actually make the pedestrian area tourist focused as well, which is kind of nice. I think if it's going to be tourist focused, I am going to make it a little bit smaller. So let's just, we'll make it go to here for now. And then I think over here we might bring some houses down, or do kind of a, I don't know, maybe a place more for local people, I suppose is what I'm thinking. But there we go. I think that's about perfect. Do we have anything? We have something zoned there. Okay, yeah. So they're going to start building some hotels here, which is awesome. We've got a good little pedestrian area, tourist area over here. And yeah, I don't really know if we need too much else. I don't really want to zone commercial or anything over here, just because it's going to mess up our terrain quite a bit, I think. So I don't mind it just being up here. They can walk down to the beach, play volleyball, go on their fishing tours, whatever they want to do. Restaurant pier. And this is a normal pier? Oh, they're both restaurant piers. Okay, I thought I had a normal pier. Maybe they were both restaurant piers. Let's go back into here. Oh, a fishing pier. Okay, I wanted one of those too. Let's just add another one. Why not? There we go. 2 restaurants and a fishing pier. We've got lots to do down here. All right, and our buildings are going up. Oh, something else that happened while I was actually building the previous one, I totally forgot, was we did hit Big Town. So we now can do campus areas, which I'm excited to do eventually. We're not going to do that anytime soon, but that is super fun. And we got a bunch of new specializations. So we can do wall-to-wall residential, wall-to-wall office. We can do IT clusters for office, and we can do high-density commercial office and high-density residential now. So yeah, we're going to also get incineration, which is awesome. Fishing island. Fishing island, where your citizens and tourists can go and fish, floats on water. Search as close to fish as they can. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. I didn't see that in my options here. Is there another area that I missed? Oh, actually, there are a few. Okay. Tropical garden. That doesn't look too bad. Fishing island, though. I really like that. So how do they... Oh, it's one of these. Okay. You know what? I'm going to delete one of our restaurant piers because I didn't mean to put 2 of those down anyway. And I want to do this instead. So let's do that. Very cool. Is there anything else beachy here? Not really, hey? Tropical garden is kind of beachy, but... Actually, maybe this one will be okay here. Let's see what it looks like. No, I don't like that. Yeah, I changed my mind. We're not gonna have that there. Yeah, I don't really see any other like super beachy stuff, so that's okay. I think this'll what we have here will do for now, for sure. Can always add a few more benches and that kind of thing. Put a few, you know, picnic benches up on the beach for people to use. I don't think they're actually going to use it. I don't think they go off the paths, but it would work to pretend anyway. This one is not in our pedestrian area. We really gotta focus these, eh? Go. Are you happy now? Yeah, it's kind of cute. We've got like donuts and ice cream right on the beach. I think this works out quite well. Hotel, motel. They can walk all the way from the hotel down maybe to the beach directly. So that's perfect. Good. Okay. Awesome. So I'm glad that area is done. That's going to probably give us quite a bit in money and in tourism. Oh yeah, there's the actual island. That looks pretty cool. And you can actually kind of see the fish farms from this island too, which is nice. Okay, so next thing is... should I even try to do this district again? No. Okay. Changed my mind. I changed my mind. Okay, we're not even going to try to do that. We're just going to expand this to both sides of the street, I think. Just do tourist, tourism, tourism, tourism. Easy peasy. What got abandoned over here? Oh, low density commercial. Okay, well, that's totally fine. What I do want to do is over here, rezone all of this to high density residential. And then we can go about updating our... updating these neighborhoods, but I think it'll be easier to update them if we kind of know what we're going for in terms of what they look like. So let's get rid of all of that. And I think it would be nice to do, I think I'm going to do 3 wide ones and see what that looks like, because it would be nice, I think, to be able to put like a decent little park in the middle. Even though it's kind of on a slant on this part, but might not look too bad. And actually, I wonder if it would be worth throwing in one of the residential specializations while we're here. So wall-to-wall or self-sufficient buildings. So I do think that could be nice, like have this whole area be self-sufficient buildings. I think the buildings maybe look a little bit better anyway. And it would be better to put it in now than put it in after these built all the buildings. Okay, so maybe what we'll do is, since this is more kind of our, I don't know, maybe a bit more downtown residential sort of situation, we'll try the wall-to-wall residential here and see how that looks. And then we'll try the self-sufficient residential over here and see how that ends up turning out. Essentially, I think this looks good. I left a little space here. I'm going to leave a little too wide space here as well, right across, I guess, from the cemetery for pedestrians. And then, yeah, I think that'll be good. Let's let those build. And then maybe we'll come down. Actually, first things first, let's upgrade all our roads, because right now they're pretty ugly. And I think with our nice little new tourist area, our new residential high-rises, and all of our new kind of city parks in this area, that's where we're going to end off this episode today. Unfortunately, there was not enough time for everything that I had on my mind when we first started this episode, but you can be assured that next episode we are going to start with building up our high school and elementary school campuses and creating our first large city park. So stay tuned for that, and I will talk to you in the next one.